As we're counting down here, we're almost ready to go. I'll give you where I'm at. I am in Waukesha, Wisconsin, downtown Main Street, Clifton and Maine, outside the Steaming Cup. As we count down to the show, you guys kind of getting along here and getting in here and take your questions and comments in a moment as we count this thing down here. Got my official countdown, right? Got my official countdown. Thumbs up if you're hearing me. 10 more seconds and we'll begin the show. A little breezy, so you kind of see me shake around a little bit. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monarchs Mocha, brought to you by the Roastery Coffee Company there in Kansas City. 6 locations throughout the metro area to serve you, and we are out of, competition if they were located in KC, but the Steaming Cup, which I'm going to give you a shot of that right here. Actually, let's do the Open first. Then let's do the Open, then we'll talk about it. Here we go, Open time. Let's roll it. It's blowing big time. Boy, I had to hold stuff behind me blowing. I don't know what that was, but anyway. We're whatever was behind me. See the wind. I've got the laptop, and I'm outside, and the laptop is kind of blowing up and down. So I apologize for that. I'll try to sort of hold. See if I can hold it a little better for you guys. This one may not be very long because it's there we go, a little steadier, a little breezy. This is the wind today would have been it was a westerly wind, and I walked this morning. We arrived just to pull the curtain back. We left last night at midnight. The ball club arriving just after 8 o'clock this morning. And we came up through most of Iowa and through Madison and across. We're basically 30 minutes from downtown Milwaukee and about 50 minutes from Madison, which is the capital where the University of Wisconsin is playing, or plays, or where it is, or whatever. As a matter of fact, we expect to see the University of Wisconsin band this weekend. They'll be here at the ballpark at tonight. They're Lake Country, so that's where we're at. Again, I'm going to hold the camera. That's why I'm holding it kind of funny, and it looks like I'll be wearing a cap today. Had the hair all looking good. Ain't happening now. So anyway, so the Monarchs tonight, 3 different game times tonight. 6:35 tonight, 6 o'clock tomorrow, 1:35 on Sunday. Should be an interesting battle. Battle is probably the wrong word. I think we talk about this all the time. Every little series is a test, especially in such a short 100-game season. I think the Monarchs, the question was, okay, you swept Sioux Falls after splitting a series in Gary that I think a lot of folks probably thought the Monarchs were better. You sweep Sioux Falls is really scuffling. So how does that translate when you take care of Lincoln, who came in red hot? They're facing a club out of division that seems to be in the mix. They're kind of right there, about basically third right now, but just a game off the pace in the north. Although King County, the north, I keep saying north, it's actually in the east. King County, I'm having a hard time with that east and west thing, but King County, the chalk right now. They're leading the division in the east. Fargo in the west. Monarchs, though, in second place. It'll be interesting to see what happens this weekend. 6-game winning streak. You're not going to win them all. I think obviously the goal is to win a series here and to keep rolling. Matt Hall gets the nod tonight. It's a really good pitching matchup all weekend for Kansas City. Matt Hall tonight, and then Nick Belzer tomorrow, and Akeem Bostic in the wings. Lewis Thorpe did travel. Usually your guys that would pitch coming back home won't, but Thorpe is here. My guess is because the off days are coming Monday, Tuesday, that just in case, sort of, just to kind of give, if they want to give an inning here and inning there, because obviously John Harris pitched the opener. The finale 2 nights ago. He did. I don't believe John's here. I didn't see him. That doesn't mean I could very easily missed him. But when you get on the bus at midnight and kind of waves and you're not really sure, you're all kind of in the same boat. But anyway, so should be interesting. I think the Monarchs have hit 19 home runs since last Friday, lead the league offensively, but the pitching has been good too. And I want to try to tap the brakes, but it's hard not to. I was talking to a couple of folks, fans, and even a couple of staff members. It's hard not to be excited about this thing. You want to manage your expectations, but at the same time, you this club's got a little something going on. You know that. So it's not gunshots. That's the here in Waukesha, Wisconsin. It's I think I said that right. I don't think I'm saying it right. It's Waukesha, I believe. These towns all kind of run together. Conomowoc is where we'll be tonight. We're staying here in these little downtown. It's a cool little downtown. You can kind of see it behind me here. I'll give you a shot in a moment. And what really got me to this building was I did a search and I saw the outside of it. Going, well, that looks really cool. Steaming Cup, and it's on a corner. It's an old building, vintage building, corner spot across some, looks like some kind of bistro across the street as well. Here comes the wind again. You got to hold it down. Plug it down. There's a sign across the way here. I'll give you guys a shot of that. You can see that sign blew down over there. Gentleman's going to go pick it up. I mean, it's really windy. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I walked this morning, and it was a little breeze. Here's what's interesting, too. This is non-baseball related, but this morning, I'm going to hold this. This morning, saw a deer, and what I think was, I'm going to go with the large fox because it was from a distance from about 75 yards away, clearly bounding like a dog a fox kind of bounds, a coyote kind of does what a dog does, but it was some high grass on a hill. It was kind of bounding. I think it was a fox. The deer was clearly it was actually 2 deer, a big buck and another deer right behind it, crossing the path. They have a really cool jogging path that runs by the hotel here, and it's really pretty. There, beautiful birds and just all that kind of stuff going on. So it's kind of cool. But anyway, let me see if I can see your chats here, folks. Baseball. Yeah, sorry about I'm shaking here. I see it, Sean. Looks like great. It looks like great baseball. Looks like DV's like it had. I mean, literally. I mean, look at the hair. It's blowing like I'm a rock star. I mean, I know I need a haircut, but according to my wife, I do. But I mean, I've got the locks flowing in the wind. I feel like very, very, very model-esque. I'm a large dude model, I guess. But we're good to see you out there, Dean, and I hope you guys will join us tonight. Or Sean. Usually it's a challenge with the sun out, but with the wind blowing too, I'll keep this real short. I'll give you guys a couple of questions and comments time. Broadcast tonight. We'll be on there at 6:05. Full pregame tonight. We do expect to have the dual stream up tonight on AA Baseball TV. That's what I do expect. Now, we haven't tested it out yet. When we get the ballpark about 3:30, we will. Tonight we'll have Jim Bennett will join us as a special dugout report. He's the manager of Lake Country. Of course, Joe Capietra's Top Step, American Association numbers. We have your Coors Light flashback moment and your Monarchs 101 with DV. All that tonight at the pregame show from Lake Country, this is what this is. This is Lake Country. We're in Lake Country. That's where we're at. So Lake Country Dockhounds. And let's see here. How How is this team chemistry on and off the field? Steven, phenomenal. I mean, really, really good. And I talked about this a little bit last night, or actually Wednesday night in the broadcast. Let me get this down. Sorry, folks. I'm having to. There we go. If you're a bad club and you go on the road, chemistry can be a mess if you're not a very good club. If you've got a good chemistry, a good culture, and you're a good club, it only flourishes on the road. And I think it's great. I think these guys, what's amazing to see is guys, from last year and the guys from this year, the blend. It's a really good blend. I think it starts with guys like Jamison McGrain, who was here last year and has got a real outgoing personality. You throw in some veteran. You throw a guy like big city Matt Adams in, who's such a real. I mean, he's a real calm dude. I mean, he's a real dude. He's a real relaxed professional. Go about his business. I think that leads. You have personalities that have that kind of unite like that. I mean, there's different types. And of course, you're throwing guys in like Jan and Gabby who were here last year, and then some of the late guys. I mean, Jacob Lindgren obviously came in later last year, but Jacob got the program. He understood how much fun this and how much fun he was having. I think he's having fun. I mean, Nick Belzer's fit in. Really, I can go through the entire roster and really see, and you're seeing, it's funny because a lot of times when a team is kind of a mix of old and new, it takes a while. I think this thing, Brandon Coach, for example, it seems like he's a real, we've had him mic'd up on some TikToks, and he seems really engaged with his teammates. I mean, from my seat, and I watch a lot. I don't really, get amongst them very often, but I'm with them and I get to see them. And it's clearly obvious these guys care about each other. And you got a great mix of guys from last year of various stages. You got guys that are at various stages now. And the real key is for chemistry in this ball club, I think, is for guys to understand what independent baseball is and what the culture is here. And they all buy in. It's something Joe Caspietro has talked about time and time again with us during the off season. Guys wouldn't be here if they didn't buy in. Pete Cosma's not here if he didn't buy in. These guys are here because they buy in. They get it. And I think the chemistry is great. And that's a great group of guys. I know Morgan Kalinda, who's does our social, and she's awesome with that and promotions. She's done a lot of interacting with them as well. My crew has as well. I can't tell you how approachable they've been. The TV stations, we've had Channel 41 out this week. They're very approachable, and they're back out again. These guys are seeing these people, getting to know them, and again, it helps and being easily accessible. And I think that's a great thing, and it's a cultural thing. And I've talked about this on the broadcast the other night. Not every team goes through this. If you're scuffling or not a very good team, or you got poor culture, going on the road and chemistry can be it's like gasoline in a match. That's not the case here. And these guys are having fun. I have fun. I love these trips, and because I love to get to know the guys. I love to get to see what they're doing, learn about them. It's the time when I found, I didn't find out. I'll use Nick Belzer, for example. I found out last week about his college degree. Lindgren's golf game. Things like that. You learn things more by hearing them and chatting with them. And they talk to you, and just to see their happy faces and to see them in love what they're doing. When guys love what they do, it's also contagious too. So it's a long answer to tell you the chemistry is phenomenal. Phenomenal. So anyway, outside the Steaming Cup here in Waukesha, Wisconsin. I swear I hope I'm saying that right. The guy that Uber said it, that sounded like, I was like, oh yeah, that sounds easy. And then I get here, I'm like, oh well. It's when you're it's a broadcaster, I need pronunciation guides, right? Waukesha. That's right. Anyway, corner of Main and the Clinton streets here in this little town, and they're doing a little road, but this little town is very like old school, like a movie set. And it's like all these small town USAs are. I love this. It's like going to Sioux Falls, very much like that. All right, last call for questions and comments. Let's see if Corey says, Spotted Cow beer, Corey. You're telling me Spotted Cow beer is the place to go? Okay. Where would one find the Spotted Cow beer? Sorry, I had to look in the glare here. I put up on screen. I can see it. Oh, for you. You may bring you back some Spotted Cow beer. All right. See what I can do. I don't know where I'd find that, but I will do my best. I don't know where I'd find that. But anyway, I hope you guys join us for the broadcast tonight. We got some stuff. We're going to talk about stuff. Monarchs flashback moment. We're going to talk a little bit about the Monarchs. A lot of games this history has been up here. The Monarchs played up here a number of times in the years. Madison down the road. They made Madison almost a regular stop from really 1924 or so till the 1950s. I mean, the Monarchs were always coming through here and playing league games and playing other teams too. Let's see here. Only available in Wisconsin, so it's kind of like I'm older, Corey, obviously, but it used to be back. The movie Smokey the Bandit celebrated its anniversary this last week, and as a kid, Coors came to Texas, but there used to be calling it Coors in Colorado and and from Texas on, Texas going west, and that's the whole premise of Smokey the Bandit. So I get it. So yeah, that's one of those deals. It's like Coors Gold was back when I was a kid. Well, I was too young to drink it, but anyway. All right, we'll see what I can do. No promises, but we do come back here. So there's always that. We come back to not here, but to Milwaukee. Also this week, I'm looking forward to it. I hope to have Dave Nielsen, the former Brewer, who's the hitting coach for Lake Country, join us as well. And hoping that to be the case. I know that Jim Bennett will join me tonight. And then, of course, Joe all weekend. It's going to be a great broadcast this week. I'm looking forward to it. So you please, folks, join us on MixLR and on AA Baseball TV tonight. Pre-game at 6:05, first pitch at 6:35 from here. And, well, not here, about 15 minutes that way, Oconomowoc. So we'll be. So anyway, all right, we fought through the wind here. And, again, sorry about that. I got out here and set up and pushed play. All of a sudden, the winds, I'm starting shaking. And but I have nice iced coffee, got some work to do. I'll see you on the broadcast tonight. Again, aabaseball.tv and on MixLR. Love you guys. We'll see you all then. And little 1, 2, 3, some go Monarchs, right? Want that? Little 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs. And I need a cap. All right, 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs. I'll see you on the broadcast tonight, everybody.